a 4.3 GPA and being involved in over 5 leadership roles, Benjamin Brown, a senior at Dreher High School, is defying all the statistics about black men, black young boys lacking in education, and that definitely deserves some recognition, and we're doing that today on our awareness platform. Benjamin, again, congratulations to you. Before the break, we were discussing everything that you've been involved in, the inspiration for maintaining great grades and this academic success that you've had over your tenure in high school. And I think it's impressive while you're doing that, you're also a published author. You wrote this book, The Day Dennis Lost His Who. Tell us what the book is about and the inspiration behind it.
So I wrote this book, co-authored it with my mom when I was 10. It was inspired by I was in elementary school back then, so there was a lot of bullying, a lot of teasing, a lot of this, that, and the third just going on. So it was on the way back from my grandmother's house in Charleston. We were just talking, and we was like, you know, I want to put some of the things that I see at school into a book so that other people can know about it, learn from it, you know.
Yeah.
So in the book, Dennis is an owl at Sunnyside Elementary. He gets bullied by a rhinoceros and an elephant. So his friend Manny, who is a rooster, he just like lifts him up, encourages him to like just keep going, not to let that bother him, obviously because they're below him. You know, he's a soccer star in the book, he's smart. So
yeah,
just that inspiration from Manny, just to help him keep going, just leave the bullies aside.
Just leave the bullies aside. And where can people find your book?
You can get it on Amazon for $12.99.
Nice. How do you feel to have accomplished so much before the age of 18? You had your first published book at the age of 10, and now at 17 you've been recognized not only locally but statewide and nationally. How does that make you feel?
Well, of course I have to stay humble because none of this would be possible without Jesus Christ.
Yes.
But I'm just very happy, you know, just look at my resume from here to there whenever I'm applying to scholarships. I'm like, wow, I've done that? I don't remember doing that. So it makes me excited knowing that I've done so much, knowing that I could do more in the future, both in college and at post-college level. So yeah, it just makes me feel excited, you know.
Well, we are all excited for you. I just thought about something when you were talking about your book and what it's all about, and how the rooster came beside the owl, his friend's side, to make sure that he was staying positive and motivated throughout this process. You mentioned before the break that you're human. Sometimes you don't get everything right, despite all of your accolades, but I would imagine that there's someone motivating you in the background, and I think that's so important to share with our viewers, especially as young black boys are watching this as well and they want to be inspired by you. Who is your motivation?
Big shout out to my mom, of course. She's a big source of motivation, you know, being with her, seeing what she's like, seeing what she does as a journalist and anchor, as well as my mentors, Brother Anchorman, Brother Dean, shout out to them, as well as my instructor, Chief Harris, Commander. Yeah, and just seeing what's going on in the news, like in the world, seeing like, okay, I'm not okay with that. How can I change it? Or what can I do to shine more light instead of more negativity?
Yeah, that's so important. For those who are watching this, again, the young men that are watching this and the young ladies who find your story is aspiring and inspiring, and they want to be successful like you, what would be something that you would tell them as far as just staying motivated, just personally, if you don't have an outside source?
Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Believe in yourself.
And I ask because there's so much pressure now. You know, you always hear the older people say, school wasn't like that for me. And the times have truly changed. You have social media influence, and you could be doing something totally different. So how do you stay focused and on the straight and narrow path, knowing that there's a lot of outside distractions that could be getting to you?
Just stay focused on your goals. Don't let anybody's opinions like dictate what you do or influence what you do, because at the end of the day, they don't matter. They're not a part of your story. So like the bullies, you got to put them to the side. Just stay focused on your goals. Stay focused on yourself. Stay focused on that straight and narrow. And whoever's along with you for the journey, those are your people.
That's really good, Benjamin. Do you have any more books that you plan on writing in the future?
I thought about a basketball book. That's a work in progress.
You thought about a basketball
That's a work in progress.
Book. But speaking of sports, you actually played golf while maintaining this GPA and being active in school. How has that helped build your character as far as your success?
I'll say it keeps me well-rounded, you know. golf isn't like any other sport, I would say, in the sense that only a certain few people play it, and like those people, they're usually like higher up. So I've gotten to meet some pretty good people while playing golf, as well as my coaches, just people out on the golf course that I've happened to get around in with.
All right, that's good. Well, Benjamin, we're going to take another quick break. When we return, we talked about everything you're doing now, but I'm interested to share with our viewers what you have in store for the future. So keep it right here. Much more awareness after the break.